Welcome back to Gale Force Wins Season 4.
The Gale Force Wins podcast is proudly sponsored by the Newfoundland and Labrador Construction Association. The NLCA provides unparalleled opportunities for its members through industry education, construction information, government advocacy, and networking events. The NLCA is building Newfoundland and Labrador. For more information, visit nlca.ca.
Say hi, my name is Courtney Missick. I'm originally from Kew North Caicos. I lived here all of my life. I'm a fifth generation Turks and Caicos Islander. My family originally survived on the islands here by farming. And the method of farming that they used to farm is slash and burn. Now, I've been farming a modern way for 35 years. But when I got started, we did not have the technology like we have the technology today. And because we didn't have access to technology, years ago we had to wait on seasonal rain. Today we do not have to. As I said, the method, my grandparents, both my mother and father parents, they were farmers. My both grandfathers, they had plantations. 30-acre plot, 50-acre plot. And what they used to do, a method called slash and burn, there they go and chop a section of maybe an acre land. They burn that. But burning the land, the science part of that they didn't understand, that they get a quick release of potash. So the first crop that they plant will come out very prosperous. 3 years of corn, 4 years of corn. And the second crop goes down to 2. The third crop, it goes down to 1. And what they didn't understand, that the ground need nutrients. Now when I grow up, I understand that plants need nutrients because they taught us integrated science in school, and basically I got a basic understanding of what it needed. So with that method of farming, slash and burn that my grandparents used to use, they had to but a year or less, they have to move to a different plot of land, chop the land down. They couldn't move some of the rocks. They couldn't move it because it's too huge. They didn't have the farming equipment like we have here today. Because today we have access to excavators. We have access to bulldozers. They didn't have the luxury of that. Then they had to wait on seasonal rain. I don't have to wait on seasonal rain because I have access to bulldozer, excavator. Because of where we are located in the Turks and Caicos Islands, our water, we get our fresh water from the rain, where we have limestone, cracks in the rocks. The rain comes, we have flooding. The water is trapped on the ground because the Turks and Caicos are surrounded by salt water. The water, the fresh water, because it's heavy, it pushes the salt water aside. So our water being kept underground in the cracks, caves underground. So what we do with the excavators, the bulldozers, we cut into the rock, the limestone rock, and there it is. We cut into the spring. We have a vast deposit of fresh water. The water's a bit brackish, but you can still drink it. We use it for farming. So here it is now. Before we had electric pumps and things. We then had wells that we dug maybe 4 or 5 feet that we cut into the limestone. We use dippers that we use to water the farm. Today, I use a gasoline pump because the method of farming that I use here, basically could be used in any rural area. You don't need any electricity, just a gasoline pump. 5 horsepower, 2-inch discharge. Water tank, I use a method called gravity feed because the limited supply of fresh water, not because like in Kew you have a vast amount of fresh water, not because you have access to the water main that you must waste the water. So the method, in 2005, the government brought in a gentleman from Jamaica by the name of Donald Elvey, and he happens to train me then basically in the way to farm in a modern way, where I use drip system, filters, water tank, gravity feed method. And as I say, the method of farming then could use in any rural area. So with that, I started practicing modern day farming. So instead of chopping down an acre land and got to keep moving. Right now, I could stay on one piece of land for 100, 200 years. Basically, I have access to water. I don't have to wait for seasonal rain. I water the plant on a daily basis, or if the plants need water. And on a weekly basis, I give the plants a steady supply of water-soluble fertilizer. So I can now, on a smaller plot of land, grow more food than my grandparents them used to grow back there and then, because they didn't have this, they didn't have access to technology. Technology make a difference with agriculture here in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Years ago, folks would tell me, oh, farming can be done here in North Caicos. And the method of farming that we use here too is similar to hydroponic, because there isn't much nutrients in the soil. Because there's not much nutrients in the soil, because of the teaching, we realize that you give the plants a steady supply of nutrients. Now, like a hydroponic, where you have a setup where plants get water, get nutrients maybe every hour, 2 hours for the day. Well, the method of farming we use here, we give the plant nutrients once per week, and it's effective. The evidence is through the farm. Everything is green. I started the farm. I have a nursery in Kew. The tree that's in the back here, this is a sapodilly tree. And we noticed there's a fruit on the tree over here, and there's some more bud there. The fruit is very sweet. Because it was not grafted and naturally grown, it took about 5 to 7 years for the plant to grow, to grow into maturity. And I basically give the plant a steady supply of nutrients, and I've been doing this now for years. And that what kept me in business. If you notice around, tons of coconut trees. Before, we didn't understand about micro nutrients, meaning that they have water-soluble fertilizer, dissolve the fertilizer in the tank, but the fertilizer have micronutrients. And the evidence of the fact is the greenness in the plants. And the evidence is seen throughout the farm. And with the micronutrients, especially the potash, our fruits remain sweet and tasty. The thing about our farming here, when you grow stuff and they grow plants, use the method of hydroponic farming, tons of water, the food does not have that nutritious taste. But when you grow the plants directly in the soil, it have a different taste. And the vegetables that I grow here have a longer shelf span. Some tomatoes can last on the shelf maybe 3 to 4 weeks on the shelf. The ones that you get in the store, because they've been refrigerated, it comes from Florida. You don't know how long they had it refrigerated. By the time you take it to the store, you put it on the shelf, on your cabinet and the plate, and you don't even cut it as yet. It doesn't last much long, a couple of days before it starts to rot. But here, when I grow stuff on my farm, I take my vegetables, I put it on the cabinet, and it lasts for days, and it's very nutritious. You go in the supermarket and check it right now. You do not smell no fruits or anything in the fruit section in the farm, in the supermarket. The simple reason for that, because when you freeze the fruits, the vegetables, it kills the cells in the thing. So basically, when you're in the store, when you're eating, you're only eating basically like you're eating rubber. But the method of farm, as I say, if my grandparents had access to the technology that I have, and once we start farming, we have to rip the land. Before, they couldn't move the big trees. I ripped the land, and under the soil, there are layers of rocks similar to, like the bricks, like when you're building a house, one stack on the other. So when you plant trees in the ground, the plant can't grow because the root can't run. It is like you being a tall guy, 7 feet, but yet have a size 4 feet. You can tumble over easy. But now when you rub the soil and you disturb the layer of rock that is make up on the red make up under the ground, when you disturb it by breaking that up, using the excavator, pushing that aside, leveling the ground back together, you plant plants in there, the roots now is able to grow, and trees are able to develop as they ought to. Our parents, and even this country right now, back there and then, if we had had the technology, we would have been further ahead today with agriculture. And I think one of the things I think we regret and we should have early on accepted the technology that, the technology that was extended to us. Because of me embracing the technology, the evidence of modern day farming is here.
Farmers, old folks, they always have great expressions to describe things. You remember some of your parents' and grandparents' expressions when they referred to the farm?
I'm just making remember all of those saying. No, boy. Some of the things that they used to say, like sometimes you'll ask them a question, why is this plant growing like this? And they can't even explain to you why it's going to. They had a similar saying, something similar. They used to say, well, the pig, the mother pig would tell the child, you will grow. As you grow, you will understand. Or the mother pig asked, the baby pig asked the mother pig, Mom, why your mouth so long? He said, child, you will grow. Meaning that as you grow and as you practice, you will understand why things are being done today. Because I never understand why they used to burn the field. And I learned why. And they didn't understand. I didn't. They didn't understand. They saw the results of it. But the reason they burn, quick release. You get quick results. Not today. You burn now, modern day science tells you burn the field. You're killing the soil. You're killing all the nutrients in the soil and organic matter inside the soil. Back there and then, they burn it. Today, no, we can't do it because of science. Now, there's one time science is right.
Thank you for tuning in to Gale Force Wins. That's GaleForceWins, WINS.com.